Bugle feature section now, Animal Slaughter! Animal Slaughter, not just the name of the death metal band Walter Cronkite fronted for 15 years in the 1960s and 70s. Not just the third most popular name for baby girls, according to attention-seeking Celebrity magazine. And not just the Major League third baseman who played in the 1890s franchises, including the New York Vomiteers, the Boston Imbeciles, the San Diego Snouts. But also, Animal Slaughter is one of humanity's all-time favourite hobbies, from working out how damn tasty you can make a goose if you feed it 25 three-course meals a day, whether it likes it or not, via formulating indispensable new shades of eye makeup by electrocuting monkeys to death, or whatever they get up to in labs, to realising how heroically fun it is to be out in the mists of Mother Nature, fighting mano a mano with her most magnificent beasts, armed only with a massive gun. Now, it might sound unfair, John, but to be fair, the animals have home advantage, so, 50-50. But humanity has always found that, whilst animals can be fun to play with, there are even more fun to slaughter. Animal slaughter! And if there is one thing that this famous species has devoted more time to than developing ways and reasons to kill each other, it's developing ways and reasons to animal slaughter!
God, it's like Cronkite's back with got the band back together, Andy.
Animal slaughter! And now here's the latest from Richard Nixon. In British animal slaughtering news, around half of this country's growing deer population is going to need to be slaughtered, John. It's going to be shot every year to stop the devastation of woodlands and bird life, according to a group of scientists. A cull of 50% of Britain's 1.5 million deers is necessary to ensure that Britain's supply of venison is sufficient to keep the nation fed with succulent, gamey... Oh, no, sorry, no, I've read the wrong version of that story. A cull of 50% of Britain's 1.5 million deers is necessary, according to scientists, to ensure that at least 750,000 households can be fitted with a pair of decorative antlers for people to hang... Oh, no, hang on, I've just read the wrong... I'm not sure that... Anyway, the point is, you cannot move in Britain for deers now, charging around, antling stuff out of their way. There are now more deers in Britain than at any time since the last Ice Age, and those are just the ones that have filled in their census forms. So, the question is, how do you go about slaughtering 750,000 animals with weird pointy shit on their heads that could have your eye out? Will the government pass this buck to the people and say, go on, knock yourselves out, kill half of the deers that you see? Or will you have to trick the deers into coming to an open-air screening of Bambi on a giant screen in Hyde Park, and then unleash a load of football supporters who've been told that the deers support a team geographically close to the team they support, and just let nature take its course? To be honest, it's crying out for a TV game show. Celebrities and bandanas charging through the undergrowth, trying to bring down a deer with their bare hands, with that slightly hollow look in their eye that says, I really hope this does for my career what my agent said it's going to do, before eating the deer whole and saying, I really wanted to win this task.
It's easier than you make it, Andy. Drones. Deer drones.
That's the American way.
Take a tip from the Obama administration and rain the pain from the sky. Get those deer with drones.
I guess the other option is deer adoption. Now, you famously, John, adopted a dog a year and a half ago or so. Are you interested in having a herd of deer as well?
Well, I'm certainly, at the very least, interested in getting a pair of antlers to put on my dog's head. I'm interested in a dog deer. Does that count? Well,
it's a possibility. I mean, it's a good hook, John, if you're, with your new Daily Show gig. Who's that guy hosting the Daily Show? I don't know, but I've heard he keeps a herd of deer in his flat. Well, in that case, he has my undivided attention.
He's pretty eccentric. I've heard there's 16 deer in his house. And he's got 2 stags. It makes no sense. He's not getting any sleep. They're just fighting all night.
So, Buglers, if there's any animals you'd particularly like to see slaughtered, do let us know. info@thebuglepodcast.com. And John will slaughter them live on the Daily Show. Well, you've got to carve your niche, John.
Yeah.
So...
Well, it's a crowded marketplace, late night television, Andy. So, one, you have to market yourself as eccentric, and living with 16 deers in a small apartment in New York, that's definitely going to help that. But also, live animal sacrifice, that is going to be controversial, and controversial means ratings. So,
that's right.
I guess what we've learned from working this out loud is that I just need to kill animals live on television and live with deer.
You could ride your deer to work
Yes.
and then kill it.
Well, that is an almost sadistically well thought out plan, Chris. I think that
Thanks.
says more about you than it does me.
So you want to impose your own distinctive twist on the show, John. I know it's a very well-established formula, but, a section called John Oliver's Live Abattoir, that's going to get people talking, John.
Well, I guess because it's all about, as well, especially on American television, and it's all about advertisers.
That's
so,
right, yeah.
Then I guess if there's like a barbecue sauce that would like
Yeah.
to buy some advertising time during that break, it would kind of make sense.
That's right, carpet cleaning products, that kind of thing. But you don't have to be better than Jon Stewart. You've just got to be different. That's the key.
That's right. Thanks, Andy. Tell you what, before I start in a few months, if you could give me a kind of a psych-up talk like that, that'd be great.
All right, yeah. Because, I've been in showbiz now for sort of 14 years,
Yeah.
So my unbroken run of successes on British television proves that I know what I'm talking about. So, we'll workshop a few ideas on the Bugle before you start.